Now let's talk about the fourth principle in the series, initiative. That's what the favorite principle of mine. I like it personally a lot. Okay, what is the meaning of initiative? Let's understand. Initiative means to take a step forward, right? Baki, anything you can add after that. Okay, to take a step forward, to do anything. Now let's understand the meaning here. What is the meaning of initiative here? Means that if you are, suppose you are an employee and you are working in an organization under some boss, there is some boss, and maybe possible that because you are belonging to that organization and you always think for the betterment and welfare of the organization, okay, then sometimes you start going out of your box, out of your comfort zone, okay, then you come out with a brilliant idea, okay, because when a person thinks, it's a matter of creativity and thinking, and any good idea can strike to any mind, right? It is not like that only a person who has undergone a lot of studies, only he can get the better ideas. You have seen a lot of examples in your practical life as well, right? So a brilliant idea can strike to any mind. Fine. So if you get a brilliant idea which can work amazingly for the welfare of the organization, and if you are given the opportunity to put that idea, and if that idea is applicable in the organization, then organization gets benefit, you will also get the benefit, you will get the salary hike, you will feel motivated, right? That is what the positive aspect of that. But if you will be giving that idea, you will be sharing that idea to your boss only in the condition where he makes that kind of environment which is supportive to you to come forward. Otherwise, what will happen? You will put yourself behind. Okay, your creativity is going to go back. And in that case, what happened? The organization lost. You did not lose anything, but the organization lost. So if we see from the point of the organization, this principle is very much important, because one mind can think limited ideas, but many minds can think unlimited ideas, and out of those unlimited ideas, definitely one idea can be useful, workable, and that can be one in million. Understanding the point? So that is there from the both side, from the employer, means organization side, as well as from the employee side. Employee should be ready to come forward to give any suggestion, or to start working on some plan, or to give any idea to a specific problem or for the betterment of the organization. And employer also should make that kind of environment, and he should give opportunities to his employees so that they do not feel hesitated, and they, without any hesitation, they come forward and give their suggestions. And what happens if we compare the negative situation of that? Say for example, you go from your side to the boss and give any idea, and the boss start making fun of yours, and he does not listen to you even. The next time will you go to him? Not at all. Okay, so let's compare the positive and negative aspect of that. What is the positive aspect? Positive aspect that the organization can get the benefit, the employee remains motivated, he feels the sense of belongingness, and he works in the organization for a longer period. Okay, and if we talk about the negative aspect, if you do not apply this principle in your organization, then what's going to happen? Definitely your organization is going to suffer, the employees are going to remain dissatisfied, okay, they'll not be happy, and at the end of the day, they will be leaving the organization. Okay. Now let's move on to another principle. So the fifth principle of management by Henri Fayol is order. In this series, order. Okay. Now most of the students commit mistake here, so you need to be very much focused about it, because what happens, one word can have many meaning. Here the order means, most of the students understand command, right? But here it does not mean that. Understand? Here the order means proper arrangement or placing of the things or person, right? Here order is something else. Okay, like in your initial classes, you learned ascending order, descending order. Got the point? Okay, that sequence, that is the meaning here. Okay, not the command. Understanding the point? Ascending order, descending order, that sequence. So here, this principle says that in an organization, if you really want everything to go in a smooth manner, then what happens? You need to focus one thing, that is what? Everything. Everything means all the resources, all the appliances, all the required material should be there at the prefixed places. If you have not fixed the places, then you very first have to fix the places of the things, and then all the material, all the objects, all the resources should be there at their places. Why? So that if anybody needs them, he may not waste time in finding that. Okay, so if he keeps on finding that, then what happens? The production may get stopped. Okay, he'll be losing his time if we see the worker side. Okay, so that's what happened. And this principle does not only apply the things but also applied on the persons. Okay, we know very well in the organization there are various positions and people are appointed on those positions. So there is a proper place for those people as well for sitting. So they should be available there. Only then the proper utilization of the resources can happen, and human is also a resource. Understand the point? I would like to give you one example related to your practical life that you will understand pretty well, that why it is important and how it is important. Some of you must be going to bank, some or post office. Let's take the example of bank very first. If you go to bank just to deposit money, okay, and you see at the counter there is a long queue, but the clerk is not sitting on his chair. Okay, you keep on waiting. 5 minutes have passed, 10 minutes have passed, 20 minutes have passed, and the clerk has not come yet. Okay, so what you start feeling? You start feeling dissatisfied. If by chance you had gone to another bank, okay, and there you got the solution to your problem immediately, right? Everybody was available at its place and they handled you properly. However, the long queue was there but the person was working, then you were satisfied. Then you would compare the management of both the banks and you will have good image of the bank which did not make you wait and everybody was available at his place. Understanding the point? That is what the importance of the management, that is what the application of this principle. Okay, the same happens in the post office as well. If you have gone sometime, the person is not available, you had to wait unnecessarily. Okay, now let's apply this principle in organization. In organization, what happens? If a person is not sitting at his appointed place, then if anybody needs to talk to him urgently, right now you can say the phone is available, but even then, okay, he has to be there. Sometimes the network is not connected, he has to be there. And if you talk about material, then all the resources and material should be placed at the prefix places. Otherwise, what will happen? The person will remain busy in finding that and he'll be losing his time. He may lose the opportunity. Okay, so if you really want the proper functioning of the organization, which says that everything is going in a smooth manner, then everything should be there at its place and every person should be there at his appointed place. Understood? Okay, there should be a place and they should be present there. Understood the point? Now let's apply the positive side. Positive side is that there will be optimum utilization of resources. Okay, resources will not go wasted. Fine. And negative side is what? That things will go mismanaged and wastage of the resources will happen. Okay, now let's move on to another principle. So the 6th principles of management by Henri Fayol is unity of direction in this series. Okay, so unity of direction. This principle is related to one feature of the coordination, that is unity of action. Okay, here it is having the same meaning. What does it say? It says that all the resources and all the employees of the organization should be working towards the achievement of a single common objective of the organization. Okay, if you talk about Because in organization, what happens if you're talking about the big organization, then there are various departments in one organization on the basis of similar group of activities. For example, if the activity is related to finance is there, so everything will be tackled under finance department. Okay, so the finance department must be having some objective. Okay, so the head of the finance department should be making one plan. Okay, so all the employees should be sticking to that plan only. It should not like that one employee is focusing on some other plan given by another manager or by somebody, or he himself has created one plan. That should not happen. There should be a kind of unity in action. Whatever activities are happening in that department, that must be related to only one single objective, and that single objective can be divided into various departments. Understanding, various departments can have their own objectives, target, okay, and goal. If we talk about very big organization, then they have separate divisions. Okay, and so in that way, what happens, the divisional heads are there. So divisional heads have one plan, so all the subordinate staff under them must be sticking to that plan. Means Henri Fayol says that in an organization, for same group of activities, there should be one plan and one head. Understood? So what are the positive points? Positive points are that by this what happens, the coordination exists in the organization. Okay, and the emphasis on importance of common goals remains active. Okay, what are the negative aspects? Negative aspect that the lack of coordination, and we know very well, lack of coordination all the time creates a kind of chaos in the organization. Okay, and they will be losing the importance of the common objective. Okay, that is what the negative point of that. Fine. So unnecessary duplication of the efforts and activities may also happen. Fine, because under one plan you are doing something else, and another different plan you are doing the same activity. So that should not be done. Okay, so unnecessary duplication of the efforts is also avoided if you apply that, and if you do not apply, then that is there, you will have to face. So that is what the unity of direction. Now understand, sometimes the question may come, what is, because unity of command sometimes seems similar to unity of command just because of that unity, but there is a difference. Okay, here the direction means action. Okay, means one plan under one head, and that unity of command talked about what? One superior should be giving commands to subordinates. Okay, they should be receiving orders from one. Okay, I explain you in better way. Okay, means one person who is giving you command, may be possible that he has not planned that activity. He is working on the plan given by his senior. He is working, and some other, and under his person also is working. I'll give you one better example by that. Suppose there is Mr. A, and he is divisional head. Okay, and under him there is assistant manager 1 and assistant manager 2 for the same division, and a lot of people are working under them. Fine, so he is making one plan. He is working on that, he is working on that, and these all are working on that. So that is the meaning of unity of direction. But if we talk about unity of command here, then only this assistant manager 1 will be giving command to these people, that is C, D and E, whatever you want to name. Okay, he will not be giving. Fine, and he will be giving command to these people only. So that is the meaning of unity of command. You can understand in better way. Okay, now let's move on to another principle